Okay,
Watch for the glare.
I'm talking with Richard Ewy from Stafford, Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Born and raised Stafford, Kansas. Dick Ewy is very special to me because when I was a senior being recruited, you were my first introduction to K-State basketball, and you had a really great game. I can't remember who you were playing, but
Gosh, I ought to remember a great game.
but I remember after the game, you took me over to the Beta House, and I couldn't get over that. We sat up and talked, I bet, till 1 in the morning or 1:30, and that was very crucial. So you're a big reason I'm actually here. So tell me about how you were recruited by Tex.
Well, it would be a pretty short story. I think Howie Shannon, who was assistant, came to came to Stafford, and he came to a game, and then Tex came to the school, and my dad was principal of the high school, and came in and told me that Tex Winter was there. So I talked to him, and I actually had a sister that went to KU that was older than I, and I had one that went to K-State. And I talked to Dick Harp, who was the KU coach at the time, and he was recruiting a guy by the name of Jerry Gardner, who was an All-American basketball player in high school. And I was from Stafford. I don't think I had too many All-American honors now as I think about it. Maybe none. So at any rate, when Jerry went to KU, then they were still interested, but Tex came, and Tex had great success at that time.
Yeah.
He was really his teams were great. They had just been to the Final Four with a great basketball team when I was a senior in high school. So it was a kind of a no-brainer. I had a sister that had come here at K-State, so I'd been up for a little bit to see her.
So what game stands out in your mind during your career?
You know, it's odd. After 50 years, all the games that really stand out in my career are losses. It's really true.
Is that right?
It really is true. We lost an enormous game to Oklahoma State that I remember very well. When I was a senior, we didn't lose very many games, but we lost at Kentucky, and a man that I was supposed to guard and didn't do very well. Scored a lot of points. We lost there. I remember that game very well for that fact. So a lot of them are. I remember a play at KU when I was a sophomore that into the game where the ball got away and we lost the game. So most of the games.
So but you had a great record. You only lost 3 games in your senior year.
Yeah, but so there aren't a lot of them to remember, but those are the ones that I remember and really sting.
Yeah, and you were rated. You were ranked like number 5 at the end of the year.
And we were 3 all year.
Number 3.
And then when we lost to Oklahoma State at the end of the year and didn't win the Big 8, then we dropped a couple places.
In those days, now you'd have been in the NCAA tournament and could have gone all the way. But
sure. And
back then, you were out, right?
And we could have played in the NIT, which was a much larger tournament at that time. But Tex didn't like to play in New York, and because of some scandal that had happened earlier, at least that's the way I was always told. So we didn't even consider that I know of the NIT, although that would have been a natural, but we didn't.
So when you left K-State, I know you went to law school and practicing attorney. Tell me about that.
Well, I'm retired now, but I actually ended up getting a degree in law from KU, and then I was in the Army in the JAG Corps for 3 years, and enjoyed that. That was a great experience during the Vietnam War. And then from there I went to practice with a law firm in Wichita, and I had been there. I practiced there until 2 years ago when I retired. I was same law firm, and had a great time, great experience. Enjoyed that.
Well, it's great to have you back for the reunion. You've been kind of the assistant ringleader with Pat McKenzie of getting tickets. And
Pat should get all the credit for it because he's done all the planning. I've helped a little.
Well, I enjoyed that team picture that you got last night. That's really cool.
That's a great picture. I really enjoy that too. We look a little different, you think?
Yeah. We've changed a little bit.
Larry, thank you for doing all that you're doing for this text program. Really, that's remarkable. You really coalesced a lot of people back around K-State.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure. I enjoyed hearing all the stories. So I'm talking to Dick Ewy, member of the 1962 team, and I'll let him go to the K-State game for hopefully you have a big win today.
You bet.
We'll see you.